folks, welcome back to We Have the High Ground. It's great to be back. Bestest internet friends. It's Colin, of course, joined by Bogz and Soul. How's Soul doing today?
Hello! I'm excited just to talk Star Wars. I haven't talked Star Wars with you guys in several weeks, and I miss you guys. How are you guys?
Good. How's Bogz?
Yeah, always good. Especially when we're talking about Star Wars. So yeah, it's good to be back. We've not had too much news, nothing to really break down. We have been, I think we've done well to last majority of the year and stuff. But yeah, we needed some news, and we got some before. Obviously, the Bad Batch drops. So yeah, it was big news as well.
Yeah. So we'll get right into it because you clicked this video for a reason. It is Obi-Wan casting season. Let's get into it right here. Start breaking this thing down. Here it is, that beautiful cast. My God. Soul, I'm just going to kick it over to you. What are you thinking about this?
I love how colorful the cast is. It makes my heart happy. But obviously we got Ewan McGregor back. Of course we were going to get him back. Hayden Christensen, whenever they told us that he was going to be in the show, I was like, my boy. And I'm sure Bogz was feeling the same. It's
teardrops, yeah.
Teardrops, yes. Yeah. I didn't know that. You kind of were like, okay, we're going to get Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen. But the fact that we have that for real being shown here with Joel Edgerton and Bonnie Pierce. And then Kumail Nanjiani, I love him. The fact that he's going to be in the show, that's great. We got Ilaria San from Game of Thrones with Simone Kessel, Sun Kang here, O'Shea Jackson Jr., literally all of these names. These are all great names, and I love all of them. And the fact that they're going to be in Star Wars now, give it to me.
Give Soul all that. Give me Moses Ingram, the breakout star of Queen's Gambit. I was a huge fan of her in that show. I need more. I cannot wait. I hope she is. I don't care. I just need her to be in the show more than just an episode. I have a feeling I'm not going to get a lot of what I want because the show's just going to do what it wants. Bogz, you look at this cast, you see, like Soul said, it's very colorful. We're coloring in all the shades of the rainbow here. Where do you see this story going? I mean, man, as it says, this cast, it could go anywhere. It could stay on Tatooine with some of these characters. I look at Kumail, and I definitely think, I hate to nail him down into, the alien character that he played, in Men in Black 3 or 4 or whatever, but, the sky's the limit with this.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what was most impressive for me is about the range of talent here. There's some serious good actors here. Obviously, I'm here for Obi-Wan and Anakin. So they're the ones, let's get that first, I'm most excited about. But everyone else, particularly Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, not forgetting as well the fantastic character actor he is, Joel Edgerton. So yeah, wonderful to see him back in. I want to see that tension with him and Obi-Wan. Because obviously there is tension there, as we saw in New Hope and stuff. So they don't particularly, he had to lie to Luke and things like that about him. So I want to see the kind of where that came from overall. Because obviously in the prequels they got on well. You couldn't see that side. I know he was a lot younger, but you didn't see that kind of there was no hatred towards obviously Anakin or nothing he's a completely different character in A New Hope. So I want to see where that come from. Obviously this Moses Ingram, to be honest, I've not seen her work, so but I know apparently she's got a major role in it. I don't know what that means. The rumor is, actually, I did see on Twitter, I think she's rumored to play a young Ahsoka, because obviously Rosario Dawson is joined the Mandalorian timeline. She's a lot older, she's mid-40s, but obviously here she's a lot younger, so that's the rumor.
Bogz breaking the internet
complete
for me right there.
Yeah, complete. I have no idea. She looks about the same.
She was playing with lightsabers in her.
She did,
tweet.
Yeah. It doesn't look totally different from Rosario Dawson as well, so kind of can see that. Kumail Nanjiani, no idea what he's going to do. So because he's such a specific type of actor, a romantic comedy guy. Obviously, he's in Eternals as well, but no idea what he's going to play. Yeah,
I mean, he's
probably an alien,
now, so he can be in whatever he wants.
True,
he's hit the Marvel diet.
Rupert Friend, you got to think he's some kind of Imperial.
Gotta be.
He just even looks like a bad guy.
O'Shea Jackson could definitely be a rebel, a startup in the Rebel
Alliance. Something like that. Yeah,
vibe about
that's
him.
True.
Sun Kang,
I thought he's a pilot, surely. Like,
That's
he's a
my
driver.
boy. That's Han.
um,
Han is the pilot. Let's be real. If Han
Yeah.
is not like the best pilot in the show,
He's gonna
we
get
have
his
a
justice
problem.
here, I think.
Simone
Yeah.
Kessel got that name, got the job because of her name, and they looked at that. They were like, "Oh, she's
Probably.
got to be in
Yeah,
Star
she's
Wars."
canon, so yeah.
And Indira Varma, if you know Game of Thrones, she's,
Yeah.
I mean, good.
Luther, she's in Luther.
Oh, right. So I mean,
She's his
we're
wife,
getting
she's
all
in
that.
Luther.
in there.
Beautiful.
And Bonnie Pisey, who's actually been in the news recently, and she was in the documentary involving a cult recently that she and her husband were in and escaped. It was a whole thing, and now good to see her back on her feet and acting.
She looks young as well. She looks great. Like, I thought, it took me a second to think, like, oh, like, is that her?
She
Is
was
that the
really
same
young
actress?
when she got that role. I
Really?
think she
Yeah,
was
yeah.
in her 20s. Like, she was in her
Right.
early 20s when she got that role. I mean, same. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if there's like a scene with Natalie Portman or something. You know. where
Oh,
she
I'd love
would
that.
probably-
That's another thing. I was hoping for a couple more announcements, which you didn't get.
I
Obviously,
think
wanna
those
give-
are staying hush hush though.
I hope so. I just want to give Benny Safdie a shout out as well. I thought he was great in Good Time, and obviously I love that movie in general, and of course, Uncut Gems, love that. But yeah, I was hoping for some kind of Qui-Gon announcement. I mean, yeah, if they want to keep that hush, but it's not really hush there because we know, it is canon that they have conversations as a Force Ghost and stuff. So that's why I thought they'd maybe drop that as well. Of course, Jar Jar. There's no Jar Jar thing. So, he did have a relationship with Obi-Wan. He
did confirm there is no Jar Jar in the
yes,
show.
yes,
It
I
is
know.
confirmed. So
Yeah,
unfortunately,
he confirmed it as himself. The actor,
Yeah, so
but it's
I'm
not
looking at
ridiculous
this-
that he was going to be in it, right? Because
Right, it's not
he
too
did
crazy.
have he was a counselor and all that. But I think by this stage, actually, in the canon, I think he's like homeless or something. Like,
Yeah,
and he
he-
becomes like a jester. I don't know which book it is in, but
That's amazing.
I believe that's an aftermath when he's homeless
I
and a
don't remember.
jester.
Yeah,
So I'm looking at this, and I'm also seeing the room for like Simone Kessel to maybe play an Inquisitor. There's definitely the time of the Inquisitors to be around starting up. Also, just other Jedi that you don't know that maybe Moses Ingram is playing a Jedi on the run that reaches out into the Force, and Obi-Wan has to go save her, and Anakin is on his way to murk her, as Vader does. He likes to go kill Jedi when he finds them. And here we go. Ding, ding. Round 2. Let's go. And it's one of those things. I mean, there's a lot of people out there right now. Then let's get into the plot details of it, guys, because we got a little bit of it's going to be 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. Soul, we're pushing up, but not too close. There's 8 years left before 9 years left before the Battle of Yavin. So there's still plenty of room. Luke's only like 10 years old. Honestly, it's not, which is it's unfortunate when we saw the Rebels Luke. We saw Rebels Luke, and I'm like, I don't know if we needed to see Rebels Luke because he's really tiny. He's really, really tiny. He shouldn't be that tiny, but I mean, I would like to see a little Luke. Yeah, little Luke.
I think for sure we're going to see a little Luke, and I think that casting is probably being very hush hush at the moment because we're gonna have Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, so of course we're gonna see a little Luke in the distance. He might not even have a line, who knows? But there's a reason why in the New Hope that Uncle Owen does not like Obi-Wan. There has to have something that have happened beforehand because we see in Revenge of the Sith, like he's handing the baby over. They probably have a good relationship there. Something has to have happened to be like, that crazy guy over there.
Take
let's
my
not deal
Inquisitor
with him.
theory, and what if Obi-Wan's not there to save them one time? What if he's he almost doesn't get there in time and kind of like, you're supposed to be here to protect us. You're not here this one time. It's got to be something to the effect of because it's got to be something centered around Luke to the point of like, he knows Obi-Wan's going to do his job, but I also don't have to like him at the same time. I think the show has so many.
Yeah.
Well, what's the Dr. Seuss book? So oh, the places you'll go.
Oh, the places you'll
Yeah, that's what this show's gonna do. It's gonna go all over. I'm loving it. Bogz, is this I mean, this is now. I mean, it's like pay-per-view fight television. Like, I would pay $30 just to watch this show, but you know, I pay for Disney Plus. So.
Shh, Colin, don't give him ideas.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
okay.
Obviously, Deborah Chow directing as well. You know, she directed some of the better episodes of season 1, I thought. So excited to see her back. She's directing the whole series, which is really cool. I think Favreau and Filoni are in the background somewhere, some kind of variation of exec producers. But yeah, like super exciting. Like any, like yeah, like I said, obviously Kathleen Kennedy said it would be the rematch of the century. With all these other characters, yeah, of course, the Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru beef with Obi-Wan, and yeah, honestly, I would generally watch that show. Just them kind of Aunt Beru, Uncle Owen, little Luke having like almost like Arrested Development, like arguments over the fence with Obi-Wan kind of thing, like across the desert, like just weird stuff like that. I mean, I would love it. And then
I've
somehow,
come to train the boy.
yeah, because I can't imagine Anakin going back to Tatooine or Vader. So he has to kind of leave, I'm assuming. And obviously we're going to see his, you know, is it going to be as Vader, or is it going to be flashbacks, or we're going to hear his inner monologue and you know, his relationship with the Empire, what's going on there? Because like I said, it's 9 years before New Hope, so he's fully, you know, in his prime kind of Vader. So yeah, lots of interesting things happening, but like, yeah, I can't wait for some plot details, because it's just going to, you know, turn the wheels. And yeah, it's obviously they're shooting now as well. They're shooting as of this week, so they have started to shoot. But yeah, the sooner kind of we get more details of photos and things like that, yeah, I can't wait.
That's it, folks. I mean, like, this show has the potential to take The Mandalorian and, I mean, shoot it into the stratosphere, because, I mean, if we get some live action Clone Wars stuff with Anakin, you will literally have to peel me off the ground.
This could be, Colin, without an exaggeration, it could be potentially the biggest TV series of all time. Like, in terms of, you know, public worldwide, like, popularity, and like we've seen The Mandalorian, we've seen Game of Thrones, it could eclipse that. I mean, that's the potential. Obviously, there's a lot to go with that, but I'm saying it has the sprinklings of the biggest show we've ever seen. So
you cannot deny Vader's importance.
Yeah. Just Vader alone. Yeah,
just
100%.
Vader. Just Vader.
I have a question for you too. Is Hayden working on his James Earl Jones impression?
Hell no. They got James. They already got James the script. They already sent James the script. He already done read the thing. It's all good. It's all good, and it's gonna sound nice, fresh, and clean too, because it's only 10 years old. That's who's
he's probably doing it in the bed from Coming to America. He was just kneeling over and doing his lines, and then, you know, and the ADR in is yeah, exactly. They've got it all already. So yeah, exactly.
Oh, shut up, Semi. Oh, shut up, Obi-Wan. That would be very funny. Folks, are you as excited for the show as we are? I mean, this is, like Bogz said, I mean, I think that's the clip. That's the title of this video. Is Obi-Wan Kenobi going to be the biggest television series of all time? We believe it has that potential. Let us know what you think down below. Find Bogz over at Bogz. Find Soul over at soul.k.govin. Nailed it.
On Instagram. So Govin on Twitter.
I'm getting there. I got you guys now. I'm getting there. You can find me at _Seymour. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, comment down below with what you want to see out of this Obi-Wan series. Is Ahsoka going to be in it? We don't know. Ooh. But remember, speculate responsibly. Follow Pop Culture Universe on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like the video, I'm going to say it again. And remember, we have the high ground. See you next time. Bye.